Buongiorno di Milano. Good morning from Milan. Today is Friday, the 14th of July, and welcome to the next part of episode 106 of Dod's Diaries. And today, for me, third full day here in Italy. My Italian adventures continue with a trip into the lakes. The first of two visits to the Italian countryside. And today I'm going to go and visit Lake Garda, up towards the northwest of the northeast of the country. Apparently it's really beautiful up there. I've seen it in photographs and on travel programs and that, and now it's finally my turn to go and see the sights. So I said, here we go now, a daily shot of Milan skyline. That is impressive, all that. I went and saw a lot of them buildings yesterday. It's usually about 15 minute metro ride from here down to there. So I'm going to go and took the metros to Milano Centrale station, catch a bit of breakfast, and then I'm actually going to be riding on Trenitalia's Trenord trains this morning. Catching the 9:26 train. It'll take us about an hour and 20 minutes. It's the same route I took to Venice on Wednesday. The difference is this will be on one of the regional trains rather than the intercity trains in Italy. I'm getting off at one station, Denzolo del Garda. I also plan to do a ferry ride up at Lake Garda as well from one bit to the other. Right, out I go. It's cool, 23 degrees Celsius, but then highs of 29 are due today. I tell you what, this warmth has been helping us to hopefully climatise for where I'll be going on Monday, where it's meant to reach well into the 30s.
This is one of the newer metro trains.
Here at Milano Centrale, this is my train, which is the 925. That'll take us to Lake Garda. This is going to Verona. Trenord, that's Trenitalia's regional trains, as opposed to over there, the Frecciarossa 1000, which is the Italian bullet train, I should say, where they go super high speeds. So these trains are double-decked, much like the ones when one of them I went on in France a few years ago. That's a Frecciarossa ATR 700. That's one of them I got to Venice the other day. We'll depart in a couple of minutes. Quite busy actually, because people are going, I imagine, to Lake Garda for day trips and holidays. I get off at Peschiera del Garda. Actually, no, not. Actually, that's the train. That's the station I get on coming back. It's Denzano del Garda. I get on.
ਲੱਭਣ ਤੇ ਡਿਆ ਇਹ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਦੋ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ Rosta.
इधरों किधरों आए तो चीज हो रहा है किधर नहीं आए थोड़े पार्क पे गए इधर मुंबई
Actually passing an Italian freight train on the other side of us.
Dove sei Zeppo? Galla pattona
ये काम ना ठीक है 4:30 चल जाता है यार काम
This is Lambretta station.
ਉੱਥੇ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਦੇ ਸੀ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਵੱਡਾ ਮੇਨ
ਸਪੀਡ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਕਰ
ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ
So the plane take off, I believe, from Lanate Airport.
ਲੱਭਣ ਤੇ ਰਿਹਾ
Looking at those clouds in the distance, that does not look too good over there. Just hope I don't get any thunderstorms today, because I did not even bring my coat with us.
mà nó ra thì là quan sản của thế ra là nó việc làm cái nó về gì là làm cho nó làm lên cái giờ về hai đứa làm cái nó dẻo không rồi dẻo đến nhắc tới cái không làm được rồi
ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ
để gặp
ਹੈ
điều thế ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
I think we're running a little bit behind, so yeah, over there, that looks like the high-speed line towards Verona and Venice. That's an Italo Pendolino train, I should say. Pendolino is, of course, an Italian name. We, of course, in the UK know them for being the class. On the West Coast Main Line. I think that might be a little thunderstorm up there, but thankfully I think they're moving south. What a storm does happen here, normally it's just a short period or even isolated, then it disappears quite quickly.
Gentili signori, buongiorno. Benvenuti a bordo del treno 2619 con destinazione Verona Porta Nuova. Effettueremo fermata nelle stazioni di Romano, Chiari, Rovano, Brescia, Desenzano e Schiera del Garda.
So it's Desenzano is the where I'm heading to.
Verona Porta Nuova.
We invite you to leave the seats free of bags, backpacks and personal items. Please remember that smoking...
Every train in Italy, thankfully, has announcements in Italian and English.
At last, we ask you to keep the occupied seat clean and not to leave any waste on board the train. Thanks for your cooperation. Enjoy your journey.
Just coming towards Brescia. So the line I'm on, this is like the slower line, and over there, that's the high-speed line from Milan to Venice that I was on Wednesday. It looks like newly built, that. Honestly, I definitely say the Italian railway system is well maintained and really quite reliable. Although this train I'm on is actually running about 11-12 minutes late. Was a bit slow getting out of Milan, but anyway, after this stop, the next one is mine, Denzano, Dodada.
ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਲੈਣਾ
Bentani, Marla,
Mana mira ni nami.
Marla,
Mana mira ni dara.
कोई नहीं
Koi koi.
तो सही थे आते भी
सही है
Pasti ya.
कलर लैने ਵਿੱਚ 200 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਆਣਾ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਣਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਖੀ ਮੰਗਾਈ 100 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਾ ਨਿਕਲਦੇ ਆਖੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਸਮਾਨ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
Beda bhi.
ਮੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਆਣਾ ਪੈਨ ਆਣਾ ਕਾਪੀਆਂ ਆਣੀਆਂ 500 ਰੁਪਏ ਆਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੈਗ ਵੀ ਸੱਚ ਉਹਦਾ ਲੈਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਬੈਗ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬੰਨੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੈਗ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ
Nola ke deta main.
ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਵੀ ਲੈਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ
Rana purane use karna.
ਲੈ ਦਾ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਕਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੰਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਨਹੀਂ
Mama uno upara. Mira.
ਸੰਤ ਮੰਗਾ ਲਾਂ
मेरे काली केट नवी है जेडी विच भाई काली केट
ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਐਮਾਜ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ ਮੰਗਾ ਲਾਂ
Kaat na jaldi jaldi.
ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕਾਲੀ
जसदीप तो नवी मेरी गड्डी
ਉਹ
विच
ਤੇ ਫੱਟੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਸਹੀ
Daddy. Daddy. I'm going to sugar. Tu card banana nahi.
वो भी अपना है ना
Sado मैं उच्च card card एक और बनाना पैना तन्नू. Kita terus pernah kira.
अभी अपना काम हुआ अभी से बात होगा हाँ को कितना बाला चला पहुंच कुछ आशीला से बाशु
Siamo in arrivo a Desenzano.
sotto la mano
We are now approaching
Desenzano.
sì 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 esatto cioè la schiera
Ya baby मैं डाल.
Qui va venir en fait tout à l'heure.
Right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm now in the town of Denzano, which is on the shores of Lake Garda, which is this way. Feels a bit cooler up here as well, like temperature-wise, a bit more fresher air than the likes of Milan and Venice. There's a train coming past. I believe, and I think that might be the Tallow Rail or Frecrossa to Venice going past. The plan for me is to have a little bit look around up here, and then I'll catch one of the boats over to the other side of Lake Garda. That's where I'll get the train back to Milan this evening. Now, with Trenord tickets, so you buy a ticket, a single. They don't do returns in Italy. Everything is all single tickets. And this single ticket on Trenord is valid for 6 hours after the time of purchase. So I've got 16.57 on me ticket. It's valid on any Trenord ticket for 6 hours after that time. So it means I can get a later train back to Milan if I wanted to, because I think I'm going to really love it up here today. This is the first of 2 visits to the Italian lakes. The other one I do is on Sunday. So here I've come to the absolutely fantastical Lake Garda. I think the biggest lake in northern Italy. Got other lakes here as well as Como. You've got Lake Maggiore as well. I think that's towards the northwest of Italy. What an absolute stunner this is. It's wider than, much bigger than I would say Bowness Windermere Lake. I mean, you could say this is like the Italian Lake District, but it's probably a little bit better. It's a bit better as well, I would think. There are some beaches around the shores of Lake Garda as well. So this is like Denzaro, like a little harbour town in that. I'll be catching one of the boat-taters along the water for a ride to the other side. I'm going to really enjoy it up here. So we go further up the lake, it takes you towards Liechtenstein, up that way, and over here, that little island is the island of Sermoni. You get ferry trips over to there, and when I get on one, it's going to go around that island to Presceria, the Garda. One would love to go and swim in the sea. It's actually a red flag, so no one can, but not this time. Looks lovely indeed. Notice up in all these mountains, there's a lot of towns and villages that are well up a height, which is pretty common in Italy. A lot of towns and villages are well above sea level. Often huge generations of families live in them. Huge big families, different generations. That's family life in Italy for you. Right, an update. Now, I've got a ticket from here to Presceria, but there isn't a direct boat, so there's been a timetable change somewhere. So, I'm going to have a ride out to Simononi, back to here, and then I'll have to buy another ticket, get a train from Denzaro along to Presceria on the train. Oh well, so it's just one of those things. So we'll go out to the island of Simononi. Well, it's essentially just in the middle of the lake at the bottom of it. And look, some taste of home, some old-fashioned bus-style seating. So, change of plan, I've come over to Ceremony Island, and this, I'm glad I've come here now. Again, another fantastic location, one of the many I've been to so far. There's a castle here, little moat around it. This is actually facing east along Lake Garda. Hey, this is lovely, this. Another place steeped in history. I'm having such a lovely time on this little island in Lake Garda. And this was only fought at the last minute again. This is the thing when you come on holiday where you've a place where you've never been to. Things can change literally at the last minute, and you might just find little gems that maybe you haven't planned beforehand. I'm planning to stay here. Might catch the ferry at about 10 to 3 back to Denzaro, and then I'll have to get a train down to Pescara, because my ticket back to Milan is where it goes from there. And I don't know what the rules are in Italy about break of journey compared to obviously British Rail, like I know. Just walking up a little hill. Hey, look at all the different colours. This Italian town. Hey, it's absolutely lovely indeed.
Vedete? Prendo anche il cane? Sì, grazie.
Nessuna prenda qualche
Buona giornata.
Have a look at this. Another stunning, beautiful part of this beautiful lake in a beautiful location. See, that water there is like crystal blue, just glistening on the shores of Lake of Simone. I would of course love to stay here all day, but sadly I can't. Maybe another year I could have a holiday. I'd probably fly to like Verona for a holiday up here. But honestly, this is just absolute amazing, this. These memories that I'm making, I'm going to be talking about this for a long, long time to come. And I imagine there'll be some lovely towns and villages on the other side of Lake Garda, just over there. I'm going to catch the ferry back to Denzano at about 3:25.
Il y avait de grosses.
Same as yours?
Right, I've got to head back down towards the town. I've got a new plan now. I had to have a little bit of sunbathing there because it was just too good to resist. So, I'm going to catch the ferry back across to Denzano at 16:20. Have about an hour there. And then I'm going to catch the train to Prešera at 17:48. Get there 17:57. And then I'm going to spend an hour or two there before I head back to Milan tonight. Trains, I need to get Trenord train, runs every 57 minutes past the hour from Pescia to Milano Centrale. I've had a lovely day down here. So it'd be nice if I came here for a holiday one year. But then again, there's many other places I want to go for a holiday. So these streets are very narrow, but would you believe it, cars do actually drive along them. Albeit with the tightest of margins. This is the ferry coming in, that'll take us back to Desenzano.
Erano, sì, eravamo tante, però la signora si vedeva che lei era la figlia.
Right, I'm just going to have a walk around Denzenzaro now for about half an hour or so. Then I catch the train down to, well, literally just about 7 minutes along the line to Prashera. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then I'll be there for about an hour or two. It's another lovely town, this, by Lake Garda. And the one thing when you do is, when you come to Italy, you are never short of restaurants to eat and drink. Walking back up this steep hill to the station. It is sweltering hot in this Italian heat. I've made it up to the top now. But this place, it is a bit of a steep walk. It's okay going downhill, but uphill, it is a bit of a steep walk. I think it's just been about 5:20 now, so train's about 25 minutes. That's not too bad. These are Italo's Pendolino trains over here. Our Pendolinos are class 3 90s. I don't know what these are, maybe ETRs. Anyway, this is going from Venice to Milan Central. some Italian freight, for me that's a welcome breeze as well. It's my train to this area. Right now in Pesceria, which is the southeast of Lake Garda. It's about 7-minute ride away from Denzano. Gonna go and grab a bite to eat and have a look around here. So I've got a pizza here, a margherita. Look at that. That is proper pizza, that. Look at the crust on that. That's what you call a proper Italian pizza. Not those like Chicago Town or Goodfellas pizzas what you get back home. And I've got a Peroni as well. It's, I think, coming to about 11-12 euro, which actually for out here is cheaper than if you did it in, say, Milan, for example. That was a lovely meal, that. Came to 16 euro. What they do in Italy, a lot of restaurants do add service charge on about 2 euro. And that was what you call a proper Italian margherita pizza. None of that Goodfellas or Chicago Town or Domino's or Pizza Hut rubbish you get. Although I do, of course, get them. Right, I'm going to walk this way and see what we have, what there is. Oh, what's it? So what time's it now? And as always, I took into a Italian gelato ice cream, and I've gone through lots of these this week. I tell you what though, they do not skimp on the ice cream over here. They do give you plenty of it, and just for a couple of euro, that's really good indeed.
I can't find any I need manga. Yeah.
Here is Percheria, and yeah, another amazing, stunning part of Lake Garda I've come to. So it's now coming to about 7:30. I am now going to get the later train now back to Milan at 20:57, get back there 22:35. Because I'm just loving it so much up here, I just need some more time to have a look around and have a look at this beautiful location in Italy. I'm so glad I've come up here to make a day of it. I was actually booked to go home earlier, but you know what? Thankfully, I'm glad I haven't done that, because honestly, it's just been absolutely amazing to see all this. I think I'll have a walk right down to the end of here, actually. That is a beautiful sunset over Lake Garda. Now, you don't really, now compared to say the Lake District, here you've got Lake Garda's got like little beaches where you can go and spend a bit of sunbathing, even have a swim in that. That's actually fresh water, that. But sadly, I did not have time to do any swimming in the lake today. I'm going to miss all this. I feel the heat on us now coming off that sun. It is really hot. I've been enjoying my walk around Percheria. So I'm slowly making tracked back to the station now. I'm getting the 2057 Trenord to Milan Central. Due to get there at about 22:15. Thoroughly enjoyed it coming up here. And of course I've got another beautiful lake to see, and that will be on Sunday when I go to Lake Como, and I'll be doing that on a coach trip. Cars of interest, got a Mini Cooper there, like the ones that went round the city of Turin in the Italian job. Here's a Fiat Punto, a classic Italian car this. Manufacturers like Fiat and Lamborghini, Alfa Romeo, Ferrari of course, Lancia. I haven't actually seen many Ferraris or Lamborghinis while I've been over here. I've seen lots of Fiats. Might be more of the posh ones when I get down to Rome next week. I've noticed on this line towards Verona and Venice, we get a lot of freight trains, a lot of high-speed trains as well. So this line's a pretty good location for spotting, I'd say. My train back to Milan, 2057 service, and it's a double set train as well. Brescia. This train was very full when I got on. Everyone coming from Verona. A lot will be heading back to Milan tonight. Right, just coming back into Milan now. This is Milan Lambrata station. pretty much getting used to this railway system now. I've been over here over a few days now. One thing I've noticed with these trains, they're actually three levelled ones. I'm like sort of in the middle. There's a little level below past the train, and of course a bit on the top as well. The depot for Trenitalia. Another Italo as well. There's one of the Italo Pendolinos down there. And so once again coming down to the giant Milano Centrale station. hoping, hopefully I can get a bit of spotting here done tomorrow, even if it means having to pay for a cheap ticket. This station is absolute massive indeed. Lovely lit up at night, but not as lit up as what St Pancras is. But still, a brilliant station this. To get to the metro, I have to walk through the maze of corridors, passageways and that. And trust me, these stations are not well signposted, like as opposed to London, for example. Even Newcastle, Tyne-and-Wear Metro is better signposted. Quite a busy station. Loretto will change it from the M2 onto the M1 line. Right, back in my room. It's now 5 to 1 in the morning. Got back about an hour ago, and obviously I've just been chilling out, getting refreshed before I jump into bed. The end of another fantastic day in Italy. Been up to Lake Garda today, so it's actually given us my first ride on Trenitalia's Trenord trains. The double-decker trains, the green and blue ones, the ones I was on, but it's actually more like 3 layer ones. The top layer, and some parts of it a bit in the middle, and then parts of it a bit underneath. A smooth ride, and again cheap fares as well. I think it's only about £9 each way, so about €10 each way or so. As I said, rail fares here in Italy are much cheaper than what they are in the UK. I went to Denzano del Garda first, nice little town by the shores. Spur of a moment, I went to Simone and the island, and honestly I'm glad I did that. That wasn't actually in the plan, but the beauty is when you go to places where you haven't been before, and then you come across these little gems that you didn't stumble across when you were planning, and you just never know. And it was another lovely place that see the view, right? You can see all the way, like all the mountains in the distance down up the lake, and that. It's quite a popular place for a holiday. People going there for holidays tend to fly into Verona. I know you can do that from Newcastle. You can fly to Verona airport. So that was good. I went then, got the train from Denzano to Pescara del Garda. Another nice little resort town as well by the lake. So basically I was actually at the lake longer than what I thought I was going to be. Originally I was meant to go at 5 o'clock, but to be honest, if I did that, I wouldn't have really made the most out of it. So that's what I've went and done. With this being one of my dream holiday destinations, I really do need to make the most of it where I can. So that's what I did. So I ended up staying there till about 9 o'clock. Had pizza as well. It was actually a much nicer pizza than what I had in Venice on Wednesday, I should say. And this wasn't just like a pizza what you get in the UK, where it's normally just a Domino's or a Pizza Hut or even a Chicago Town or a Goodfellas. This was a proper one, like done in a pizza oven. Really nice. You're probably going to be paying about €6-7 cheapest in Italy for a pizza. And of course they typically add on either €1 or €2 service charge as well. But it's not really that much. And of course, and also how they serve drink as well in Italy. It's different in the UK. It's normally half pints and pints, but here I think it goes by centilitre size. So anyway, that was that. I had another fab time I've had up at Lake Garda, and then a really busy train coming back. Everyone coming from Verona actually. And also what I've noticed with the line that goes towards Verona and Venice, a lot of freight trains actually. It seems to be quite a good location for Italian train spotting stations along that line. You can get a mixture of the intercity trains and also the freight as well, but that's not what I've come here to do. Okay, yeah, I can still film some trains like while I'm passing by and that, but I've not just come over here just to stand on the platform and do trains. No, I've come here to see the sights. Well, thank you for watching this part. I will see you in the next part. Good night.